Hello, everybody. Welcome back to San Diego Sports Insight. On this edition, we are going to be previewing the huge upcoming series on Thursday night and Saturday for the San Diego State basketball team against Boise State, with first place in the Mountain West Conference basically on the line in this two-game series at Viejas Arena. Boise State comes into this series 18-4, 14-3. They are atop the Mountain West. They are coming off a very impressive two-game sweep of Utah State, which they won 79-70 and 81-77 in two very good games up in Boise. The Broncos come in to this matchup with the top scoring offense in the Mountain West at 77.8 points a game, and they are also the number 3 scoring defense in the Mountain West, as they've allowed just 65 points per game. This is a big-time strength-on-strength matchup right here, because the Aztecs are the top scoring defense in the Mountain West, so that's a strength-on-strength right there. It's going to be a great game. The key player for Boise State that you got to watch out for is their guard, Derek Alston Jr. He's the 4th leading scorer in the Mountain West with 17.7 points a game. He also has 3.5 rebounds and 2.3 assists per game. He is a 46.7% field goal shooter, 42.6 from 3, and 85.1 from the free throw line. He's going to be tough to stop, and this is a game where the Aztecs are really going to miss the defense they got from the guard position from Malachi Flynn, and especially KJ Fagan, who was the team's best defender last year. So they are really going to be missing their guard defense that they had last year against Alston. And Boise's not a one-trick pony, though. They got Mladen Armas. He's the number 4 rebounder in the Mountain West, just under 8 rebounds a game. He's not much of a scoring threat, so Nathan Mensah should be able to take care of him when he's on defense and they're on offense. But he is a threat rebounding, so Mensah and Josh Tomayak, when he's in there, they got to make sure they get a body on him and box him out, not let him go to work on the offensive boards, and give Boise extra possessions. Because if the Aztecs get more possessions than the Broncos, I think that favors them big time, because while Boise does have the number 3 scoring defense in the Mountain West, they're only 6th in field goal defense against. And a lot of their success on the defensive end has to do with the fact that they have the number 2 assist to turnover ratio in the Mountain West. They don't turn it over, and they don't give their opponents extra possessions. And that's how they prevent them from scoring, because they just don't let them have as many possessions, because the field goal defense is lower than the defensive rankings. So that kind of shows that they just have more possessions. So the Aztecs need to really not turn it over. They need to really make sure that they make clean passes, smart decisions. And it's a big game, because the Aztecs, with 3 wins and 1 Colorado State loss, and I say 3 wins because the Mountain West announced today that there will be makeup games next week, and the Aztecs have a makeup game at UNLV on Wednesday, March 3rd. They need 3 wins and 1 Colorado State loss. Colorado State has a 2-game series against Air Force, and then they have makeup games against New Mexico and at Nevada. All Colorado State has to do is lose one of those, and if we win out, we'll be outright Mountain West champions. But it's going to be tough, and we're really going to miss the fans and the atmosphere of the show that we usually have at Viejas. We missed it in the BYU game. I think we would have had that game if we had the fans there getting all excited after we got back in the game, and would have given us the push we needed to win. I also don't think we would have lost that Colorado State game we blew at home either if we had, our fans in the show there, and they'd be coming out loud, ready for this big 2-game series against Boise State. So we're really going to miss them in this weekend series. It's going to be a very tough battle for the Aztecs. They can do it. I mean, they're not number 22 in the nation and on an 8-game winning streak for nothing. They certainly are capable, but Boise State's a formidable foe, and this is going to be a very tough series for the Aztecs. Let's hope that they can get it done. It's going to be 2 great games against a very good Boise State team.